Greetings and welcome to the Stony Love segment. I hope that you are having a wonderful day. I am, and today we're going to talk about Killer Mom. Yes, Killer Mom is up for parole. Susan Smith. If you're older than 30, you definitely know the story of Susan Smith. Now, Susan Smith, well, Susan Leah Smith, this is her arrest picture. She's one of the first Karens, y'all. She killed her kids in October of 1994, and she's up, she's coming up for parole. The judge sentenced her to 30 years in prison with the possibility of parole after serving 30 years. Had her children lived, they would be about 30 and 31. In October of 1994, Susan Smith, the mother of two boys, Alex and Michael, she was married at the time to David Smith. And this is her then and her husband, David Smith, pleading to the public back then for someone to please come forward with information regarding the death of their children or the kidnapping of um, their kids. Um, Now, Susan Smith was, before she married David Smith, she had psychological problems, grew up in a home that was abusive by her stepdad, and had just suffered a lot of rejection. Um, it's just that the day that she decided to kill her kids because of this man here, Tom Finley, she was having an affair with this man. She was married to David, but was having an affair with Tom. Tom decided that she was not what he wanted. So he sent her a Dear John letter. Now, she had already suffered all of this abuse, neglect as a child. And then as she became married to David, Mr. Smith, um, the infidelity between the both of them continued on. He was seeing somebody else, she was seeing someone else, and the abuse, that she was suffering was also in this marriage. So when Tom Finley said that he didn't want the relationship with her, it made her distraught. It broke her down even more. So Susan decided to she wanted to kill herself and the kids. But then when she got to the John D. Long Lake, she got out of the car and she was driving a 1990 Mazda Protege. And she drove the car and then jumped out of it. And the car took only about 3 minutes to sink to the bottom. Um, After much interrogation, she said that a black man. Now this is where I say that this is the first Karen. And let me correct that. It took 6 minutes, not 3 minutes, if I didn't say that correctly, for the 1990 Mazda Protege to go underwater. And she blamed a black man for carjacking her and taking her kids. Now, one thing we all know, when she said that, that was a lie, because black men don't even want their own kids. Now, why would he steal her kids? This is Susan today. She's been working out, y'all, in prison, eating good food and, probably getting a couple dollars on commissary. But she blamed the black man for murdering these two beautiful boys. And they were indeed beautiful. I could imagine what type of young men they would have become today. Mental illness is real. It's real. I don't care what ethnicity you are. It's real. And people need to start recognizing it. Some people just don't need kids. They don't. But anyway, um, Susan, which will be known today as Karen, blaming a black man for killing, taking, and kidnapping her kids, have the FBI and the South Carolina authorities on a wild goose chase for 9 days until she admitted that she drove the car into the John D. Long Lake and let that Mazda Protege go under, and those babies were out there in that water for 9 days. All because she wanted this man who looks as if he is an arrogant, oh God, the people that we want. I don't know. There's no way I could have killed my kids for someone like this who didn't want me. That just would not have happened. So I'm bringing this story up because Susan is up for parole. Susan Smith is up for parole. She's had to be moved twice because she was having an affair with two of the guards at the prisons that she was at. So she had to be moved a couple of times. David Smith has since remarried and have um, a couple of kids. And he says today he still doesn't know why Susan killed his babies, but it haunts him still. It still haunts him. Susan Smith was convicted of 2 counts of murder, and she was sentenced to serve to a life sentence in prison to be eligible for parole after serving 30 years. Now, do y'all think she is ready to be released into society? Poor Mr. Tom Findley. He wrote that Dear John letter and triggered the monster that was laying beneath this mom. She's a killer mom. She killed her kids because she wanted to be with this man, and he said he didn't want a ready made family. So she was willing to kill her kids. And she's up for parole November 2024. Now she's going to go in there looking like this when she used to look like this. Looks like prison has been good to her. She's now 51 years of age. Do you think that she has been redeemed? Do you think that she has been transformed? Do you think that given the opportunity to have another baby, that she wouldn't have a psychological meltdown and get out here because women are having babies at 50? She's been preserved, so there's a possibility they let her go. She can get one in the oven. Do you think she would have been a grandma probably by now had she not made the decision to get rid of Alex and Michael? Well, I'm sure David is a grandfather by now. Maybe. Or close to it. He was blessed to marry again and have children with his second wife. Didn't do my research on Mr. Finley. Really didn't care because uh, he just looks disgusting along with her. I'm not judging anybody. Don't get mad with me. Now, do y'all think this lady ready to get out of prison and redeem herself and go into society and have a chance of life? That's the question. That's the question I want to know. Answer to the question. Do you guys think, those who are listening, and if you like this channel, I'm asking that you subscribe, get the bell notification so that when something comes available, I try to do this as often as I can. I love what I do, and I would like to share my views. I would like to hear your opinion about the stories, and some things are real life that I bring to you. Most things that I bring on this channel is real life. Do you think that Susan Smith, after 30 years of killing her babies, blaming it on a black man, y'all think this Karen is reformed? You think she's ready to get out and be a productive citizen? Get a job? Who's gonna hire her? Or will she just be a local celebrity and people ride by and, just gawk at her? What do y'all think? Well, I just know this much. God give us beautiful children, and He want us to take care of them. He want us to take care of them. Susan Smith is eligible for parole November the 4th, 2024. Should she be released from prison? Or do you think it's possible that she has been reformed? Rest in peace, Michael and Alex. I'll see you guys in the next video. We're going to talk about these flying cars soon. Make sure you subscribe, leave a comment, and I'll catch you the next time.